Welcome to the Git session. Git is a developer tool. If you are wondering why we are learning it, we have a couple of reasons. The first reason is we have to work with developer, so we have to understand the language being a DevOps. The second reason is being a DevOps need consistency to work with the developer and to understand the code change and the code commit. So you have to install Bitbucket on your Windows machine. So on my laptop, I already have Git Bash. So let's open Git Bash. So we need a folder. Let me go to the download folder. Download. Let's create a directory. Let's move into the directory. Okay. Let's create a repository in the directory. As a repository, we are going to use. Let's give the name Kingsley. Let's move into the repository. So we've created our repository, and now we are inside our repository. So we have to run the command git init in our repository. You can see empty git repository. So we've created an empty git repository. Now when you run the command, the git init, it will give you the .init. So let's ls a. You can see it gives you the .init repository, and this is going to maintain all versioning and history of your git repository. So the Kingsley works now as your git repository. You should now see some difference, like master here. It's not calling you master. This is the name of a branch, and we are going to see that when we start creating branch. Okay, so now let's create some repositories. Okay, here, Bluetooth. mk the pass mk icon. So let's check. These are the folders we've created inside our repository, Kingsley. Okay, so let's create some files. Let's check. ls means list directory. We move into it and check what is inside. These are the files we've created. So let me create one more file. Touch this one. This just to wait. Let's clear it. Okay. Once we've made the changes, so let's check our status now. So the command is git status. Git status. Status. Let's check our status. Now you can see the files we created and it's telling untracked file to include in what will be committed. Nothing added to commit but untracked file present. Use git add to track. So we have to track the file. So this untracked file means it's not ready to be committed. So first we have to track the file and we have to run the command git add dot git add dot. That is the command. So let's check it by giving the command git status. So you can see now the files are being tracked, changed, recommitted. So because the files are being tracked now, it's now ready to be committed. So to commit this file, you need to give the command git commit give the commit message, Jaden. Okay. So for every commit, you give a message. So we click enter. You can see the files have been created, 3 file changes, 0 insertion, 0 deletion. So let's give git status. You can see nothing is there because we already made a commit. We have to configure our git. So the command is git config / global username as a username. That is the email address. So let's screen one more file and do commit again. Please. Git status. Git status. You can see the untracked files. Git add. Git status. The files have been tracked. So git commit name of the commit and give any name. Okay, it's been committed. So what we have to do now is to go to our Git repository and we create a new repository. The repository must have the name of our repository in the Git. So now I have to go to the GitHub and create a repository. New repository name, Kingsley. Let's make it public, private. And we click, see, the name is Kingsley. And now we click on create repository. Our repository has been created. Now HTTPS SSH. So we are going to choose a HTTPS. Click on it, not this one. Click on this one. Or create a new repository on the command line. Or push an existing repository from the command line. This is what we are going to do. So we click on copy this one. We have an existing repository on our command line. Go to it. Give the command git clone and we paste the command. As a command. Then we copy the other. We copy the git push bin branch. Now you can see we've changed master bin. We have to push our data to our GitHub repository. So that's the command. Copy. Okay. So let's check our GitHub repository now. Okay, we are in a GitHub repository. You can see all the data that were pushed are in our main branch, Kingsley. So you can see we have one branch. So let's create a branch. Branch minus prompt. We've created a branch, so we have to move into the branch. Command is git checkout. You can use git checkout or git switch. The name of the branch is created. So we've left the main branch and now we are on our Spring branch. Let's check. You can see it's having the same information as the main branch. So let's remove some files and check. Git Let's go to our GitHub account. You can see it shows one branch. Let's open. You go back. Let's go to main. First, let's push the request. Let me create a file in one of the text. Today. Insert some data. Git issues. Need add or git commit. You can see one file changed to in section. Now git push origin, then the name of the branch, sprint. So let's check on our GitHub account right now. Let's refresh. You can see that is the branch. Let's click on the branch. That's not it. Check. We can add a branch in our GitHub account directly. So to add a branch directly from my GitHub account, go to main. Give the name Spring 2 and you click on create branch. You can see the branch Spring 2 is being created, and that is the branch. So let's git pull okay. Now git, you can see that is the branch, pull it already. Git checkout Spring 2. Now we're on the Spring 2, and as you can see, we have all the folders and directories, same as in the main branch. So our git, we can give the rm as a remove command, but it's more advisable since we're on the git session. Git rm minus rf, and we can, let me copy this ones, copy. The rm means delete, so also delete these files and directories. Okay, those files have been deleted. Let's check. So git status, you can see those are files that were deleted from the previous commands. So git add dot git commit git push origin, the branch name Spring 2.